Algae is a plant-based organism that is either singular or multi-celled bacteria. It produces over half of the world's supply of oxygen and is therefore critical to the ecosystem. In this video, we are going to be looking at what happens when you overexpose and don't expose algae to sunlight and how it affects that growth rate. Algae grows and produces energy through photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants produce their food. They mix water, sunlight, and carbon dioxide to create sugar and oxygen.
So as we know, algae is a green, slimy substance that we can find in ponds, lakes, any freshwater place. And so usually when we think of growing plants, we don't think of that algae or anything along those lines. But it is actually very beneficial for the environment because it creates a lot of oxygen. It is currently accountable for half of the oxygen in the world today, and scientists are currently finding a way to use it as medicine. On top of that, it acts as a filter for any waste that comes into the pond that is not needed. So when you do see algae, you sometimes see bits of rubbish that humans have left or have flown into the pond or lake, and it does capture it, but it can't bring it anywhere because it is algae. Algae is actually not a sort of pollution because it does not create poison. In fact, it creates toxins just to defend itself from other animals.
You may be thinking, why is this slimy, green, smelly gunk that I can't get off the side of my pool such a big deal? Algae can be produced 10 times faster and in less than 1/10 of the space that regular plants need. It can also grow in areas and conditions that crops simply can't cope with.
Oh, so it's easy to grow. So what?
Algae can be harvested to produce high-protein food sources for us and animals, 10 times more protein than soy produces worldwide. This food can also be produced in already developed agricultural areas, meaning further land clearing is not necessary. It can also be harvested to produce carbon-neutral biofuels. Enough biofuel can be produced in an area less than the size of Western Australia to provide the whole world's liquid fuel needs currently. All of that from this slimy green stuff.
As we've seen, sunlight is a key part of photosynthesis and the growth of plants. By increasing and reducing the amount of sunlight, we were able to control the growth rate of the plants. The plant that had the most sunlight exposure was the one that grew the most because photosynthesis was able to take place constantly. The plant that didn't have the most sunlight, or no sunlight, grew the least as photosynthesis was unable to take place. We also kept water levels at the same level across all three plants to prevent evaporation from becoming a factor in the experiment.